The Business Owners Podcast is brought to you by Business, Business, Business and Enover Group with your hosts, Linda Reed Enover and Clive Enover. In each episode, we talk to other business owners about their experiences, challenges and successes. We'll also share tips and advice on how to grow your business and achieve your goals. If you're a business owner or you're thinking about starting a business, then the Business Owners Podcast is for you.
Welcome to the Business Owners Podcast. My name is Clive Enover, and along with Linda Reed Enover, I am your host for this podcast. Today I'm having a conversation with Thomas Phillips. Hello, Thomas. Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and your business and how you've come to the point where you are in your business today.
Hey there, my name's Thomas Phillips. I've been an entrepreneur for many years now. I just have a fascination with online businesses, scaling, building brands, everything like that. We've always been into SEO traditionally. And after 18 years, I guess it's been now, we're now transitioning a bit more into paid traffic as well, which is super exciting. So I'm sure there is a lot to discuss. Of such a vast background of different things and different experiences. I had a full-time job at one point for 9 months. That's all I could hack. And yeah, I'm sure that we have an awful lot to cover and talk about different businesses that we've been in, different lessons learned and everything like that.
You're absolutely right, Thomas. I'm sure there's much to discuss. Let's start the way we normally do with a few key questions to let the listeners get to know just a little bit about you. Here's a number of questions all at once. Is it coffee, tea, or is it something else? Are you an early bird or a night owl? What book are you currently reading and why can't you put it down? And what is one word to describe your journey so far?
Coffee or tea? Coffee, 1000%. Can't beat a good coffee. Early bird or night owl? Oh, I think both. Morning is best for me, I would say. However, evening, I can 100% work all evening into night, but then it affects the next day. So I really don't do that anymore. I used to work a lot in the night. So I'd say both for that, annoyingly. Book I'm currently reading, Magic of Thinking Big, probably the 40th time I've listened/read it. Absolutely fantastic book. One word to describe your journey so far, I'd say diverse. It's probably the best way of saying it. So many exits, so many different business types into property, car investments, just everything. So yeah, diverse, definitely the case.
Thomas, let's delve a little deeper into your journey. How did you get started on this journey in your profession? Was it something that you first started in? Was it something that maybe you fell into? How did it all come about? Was there a defining moment within the journey?
Excellent. Defining moments in my career. Yeah, I remember when I had a full-time job. I was there for 9 months in total. I think it was around month 4. I used to wake up first thing in the morning around 6, work on my business until I had to go to work, drive an hour to an hour and a half each way to work, listening to motivational things. I always knew that this was going to be a stepping stone. And I remember when I was at work, I was actually selling one of my companies at the time. It was on Flipper, which is an interesting place to sell. And I actually ended up selling the website for half of my yearly salary. And I did it on business time, like on work time. And I remember I went into my boss's office and I said, Paul, I've just sold my company for half of what I make here in a year. And he turned around, he's like, I don't know whether to be pissed off or congratulate you. And just before that as well, actually, then this was another defining moment in terms of SEO. So they had a freelance SEO. I said, let me look at his work, see what they're doing. Hopped on a phone call and I was like, okay, you're doing nothing compared to what you could be doing. And I said to my boss at the time, if you pay me double, I'll do his work as well. And he said, how about I pay you the same amount and you do his work as well? And back then I wasn't very good at negotiating, so I took it on. I ended up taking on 310 websites to rank from them, which was absolutely awesome. A great learning curve with things. Fast forward to when I decided to leave. I said to my boss, I want to leave. I've got another opportunity I want to pursue. And he said, I will triple your pay. You can then be in charge. You can be the manager of everybody in the website building, marketing side of things in the office. And you can also have a fund and we can incubate ideas. So I was like, Interesting. I think that was a really interesting time of when someone really believed in me there, could see what the kind of future held, and was willing to try and capitalize on that. That was really interesting. Definitely a defining moment in my life. And ultimately, I didn't go for it. I ended up leaving and continued to build my own things from there.
Have there been any influential figures in your life or career that got you to this stage?
In terms of influential figures, multiple people really. One of which actually lives in Australia, in Perth. Met him through a SEO conference. I think actually the co-founder of the company that he has invested in and started as well, Custom Neon, Jake, has actually been on here as well. And I'd have to double check with Claire. But Matt Ed has been a big influential figure in my life, extremely strategic. I've learned so much from him, which has been absolutely awesome. Another big figure, I won't say his surname, his name's Brian, one of my friend's dads, huge businessman. I've spent a lot of time on their yacht in Ibiza and everything like that. So I've asked him 101 questions, and he's had incredible insight with things, one of which was around property. If I should reinvest my profits from selling multiple businesses into that, or if I should double down and reinvest. So his guidance there was really good.
How do you balance your personal life and your business? And tell us of a challenge that you faced and how you overcame that challenge.
I'd say one of the most recent challenges is stepping into the true CEO role of petportraits.com. So it's quite different in terms of what we have built and scaled before. Much larger team, many more moving pieces, moving parts, international trade with things, tax accountants, developers, social media. There's just been so much stuff. So really understanding and learning the CEO role a lot more instead of being more operational has really been a challenge with things. And I've definitely overcome that by discussing that with mentors in terms of how to do that, observing other CEOs, and also going through the 4-day MBA course by Keith Cunningham, which has been absolutely fantastic so far. And really just understanding that one of the main parts I wasn't doing that now I am as a CEO is thinking and learning and being a lot more strategic. So taking a lot more time to think and then act. So that's been a very eye-opening experience.
Are there any dream projects or collaborations that you wish to pursue within your field?
Yes, a dream project or collaboration. We would love to collaborate with Disney. I think this is definitely one of the things that we're going to go after. One of my mentors has definitely done this in the past, so has experience on how to leverage the kind of royalty deals and things like that. So that is definitely something we want to pursue in the next year or so to really concrete and cement the brand. Imagine being connected to Disney in that way and designing art that we have permission on for that's very similar. So that would just be absolutely fantastic. That's definitely a dream collaboration.
What advice would you give to someone else starting out on this journey, bearing in mind that they're the future of our industries? It's important as business owners that we encourage and support them along the journey.
In terms of advice, someone starting out in this domain, I don't know, learn a lot. I would probably say one of the best things is to go to an agency or go to a brand and work for them first. I'm sure that is the absolute quickest way of learning. Unless you have a lot of time and a lot of capital, then you could start, but you're just going to make so many mistakes along the way. And what we're doing now is very complex compared to what I had previously been doing. Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's extremely stressful. However, it is very rewarding. So I would definitely say starting at an agency, starting from the bottom and learning up, and just investing as much time as possible into learning, like I did 2-3 hours before work, and then come home, go to the gym, and the entire evening up until 10 o'clock, go to bed, repeat. So everything outside of the work that I was doing was my own work time, which was roughly about the same amount of time as the working day. So learn as much as you can. Yeah, just keep on, and eventually you will be successful. It's not a quick thing.
Good advice, Thomas. Learn as much as you can, as quickly as you possibly can, and then keep at it. Thank you for being on the Business Owners Podcast, Thomas. Now let our audience know where they can find you.
Fantastic. I appreciate you listening. And yeah, feel free to reach out to me. I'm mainly on either LinkedIn. If you just search Thomas Phillips, maybe SEO after. I'll probably pop up on there. Or Instagram, Thomas M.R. Phillips. Or you can find me on the website. So just Thomas at petportraits.com. And if anyone wants to order a custom pet portrait as a gift or for themselves, then use the code POD20 at petportraits.com. And feel free. 20% off on me. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Business Owners Podcast. See you again in our next episode when we talk to more inspiring business owners like yourself. Until next time.
Thanks for listening to the Business Owners Podcast. We encourage you to connect with us on social media and join our community of business owners at businessbusinessbusiness.com.au.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Whether you're into unsolved mysteries, solved mysteries, or creating your own mysteries, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.